It was incredibly painful, and he was acting like it was nothing. I was screaming. I was telling him to stop.
Hey yo, what's up, yo? It's your boy Diddy.
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
Man, was bleeding from the butt, and that's what was said.
Diddy's tape with Usher has just leaked, and reports indicate that Usher is now preparing to testify against Diddy. Following Jay-Z, Usher becomes the second person to have his name officially brought up in court in connection with Diddy. This development has sparked a lot of attention, with many speculating that Usher may be feeling scared as the case intensifies.
So to being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight, we would tussle.
But don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Usher's connection to Diddy has raised suspicions from the start, with rumors circulating that Diddy has been involved in shaping Usher's life and career since he was a young teenager. Back in the 90s, Diddy was granted legal guardianship of Usher when he was just 13 years old. Prior to this, Usher was managed by his mother, but she eventually handed over his career to Diddy. From that point, Usher's career soared, but so did his personal struggles. In a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone magazine, Usher revealed that Diddy introduced him to adult experiences when he was still very young.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In
to
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So
it was
nobody
crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't
But
say
you
that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there, Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. You know, I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Usher lived with Diddy for over a year, experiencing situations that no 13-year-old should ever be exposed to. However, the most concerning aspect of the entire ordeal was how Diddy allegedly manipulated Usher into believing he couldn't have a successful career without Diddy's support. This led to Usher becoming emotionally dependent on him. There were also rumors circulating within the industry that Diddy had harmed Usher during an intimate encounter, which reportedly resulted in Usher needing medical attention. Multiple industry insiders have confirmed these rumors, adding further complexity to the situation.
But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when people say, yo, man, I don't F with them, man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard it, and that's what happened.
In addition to eyewitness reports, there are even tapes that show Usher attending Diddy's infamous parties, where Diddy is seen openly telling others that he's going to sleep with Usher. In these tapes, you can visibly see how uncomfortable Usher is, but he continues to go along with it, likely due to the pressure he's been under since he was just 13. Diddy has been known to promise young stars career opportunities in exchange for their compliance, using them as pawns to maintain control over their careers.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the f did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid. Listen,
we having a good time, yo. Usher made it in. Hey, yo.
This incident is just one of many that has left Usher desperately trying to distance himself from Diddy. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has also spoken out, revealing that he personally witnessed Usher engaging in intimate acts with Diddy. According to reports, Diddy allegedly enjoyed exerting control over Usher, treating him in a way that wasn't about pleasure but about power. This disturbing pattern seems to extend beyond Usher, with other victims coming forward, further highlighting the troubling behavior Diddy has allegedly exhibited over the years.
Right, little
Scarsdale, New York.
The tape we've seen is just one of many that Diddy reportedly recorded and kept at his mansion. 8 of these tapes have now been handed over to the FBI by Courtney Burgess, a close friend of Kim Porter. Courtney claims that these tapes show Diddy in explicit sexual contact with minors, some of whom appear to be under the influence. At times, multiple celebrities are said to be taking advantage of these children while Diddy watches. Allegedly, flash drives also contain an unedited version of Kim Porter's memoir, which supposedly reveals how Diddy ran his entire operation.
And those statements include minors.
2 to 3, possibly 3.
Several other tapes have now surfaced, along with exclusive interviews from victims who had previously remained silent. These victims had been too afraid to speak out against Diddy while he was free, knowing the risks of retaliation. However, with Diddy finally behind bars and unable to threaten them anymore, these individuals have found the courage to come forward and share their stories.
Always advocate for
Producers have seen it. The description is, and I'll quote, "It's porn directed by Diddy himself." And a male sex worker really sort of walks through what happened in the experiences that he had. They didn't sound illegal, but they sure seem to comport with a lot of the other stories that have been told.
Yeah. So the this was a threesome. What you would ask me about earlier about Tania Wallace, she said there were more than 100 people at that party, including at least 4 celebrities. But this, what you're talking about now, was a threesome, and that's something that the U.S. attorney even referenced, and his lawyer in an earlier documentary we did. He was describing threesomes. He says it was all consensual. So yes, what we're told is that this male sex worker was flown out to various locations over a couple of years: Miami, New York, Los Angeles, and one other. And they would meet in hotel rooms, and Diddy would often watch as he would have sex with this woman who was associated with Diddy. So that seems to be what the feds are looking at right now in terms of alleged sex if they are transporting somebody and perhaps paying them. But talking to prosecutors, and we're told that he left.
Recently, a male victim of Diddy gave an interview on NBC News where he shared his disturbing experience. He claimed that Diddy spiked his drinks at a party and then assaulted him while his guards held him down, leaving him unable to escape the situation.
It was incredibly painful, and he was acting like it was nothing.
Yes, he sat in the dark, but he brought into the light some very disturbing allegations against Diddy.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop.
More than 24 accusers have filed suit against the still imprisoned rap mogul. But this man is the very first to do an on-camera interview, telling his chilling story to CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister.
It was beyond belief.
The man, identified only as John Doe, says he was hired by a security firm to work at one of Sean Combs' famous white parties in the Hamptons.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Diddy.
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
But the accuser's lawsuit, obtained by Extra, claims that Combs targeted him, providing him with drinks throughout the night.
This didn't come from staff or someone holding a tray of drinks. It came from him directly.
Correct. The first drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks.
In the suit filed in October, the man claims Diddy pushed him into a van, held him down, and sexually assaulted him. He says he could not escape because he had been...
Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point, and once I was in a helpless position and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
The brand new interview is the latest scoop for Elizabeth, who was the first with the video of Diddy's hotel then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground.
That video and Cassie's suit, which Diddy settled quickly, set off an avalanche of allegations against Combs after the feds executed coast-to-coast raids of his mansions and later filed federal sex trafficking.
The reason Usher endured Diddy's abuse for so long is believed to be because Diddy was reportedly threatening him. Diddy allegedly kept tapes of everyone who attended his parties, documenting their actions while under the influence of drugs. Usher likely feared that Diddy would use these tapes to end his career if he ever spoke out. According to sources, Diddy had a habit of gaining leverage over celebrities, and it's been suggested that he possesses incriminating tapes featuring various high-profile individuals.